Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about how to use reenactment to tell stories when using reflexive mode. To tell stories in documentaries, many filmmakers try to use fictional devices in the non-fictional storytelling. While analyzing the fictional devices in reflexive documentaries, I'm aware of the application of reenactment. Nichols argues that filmed reenactments can be found at different periods of history and have always existed in film, even since the first feature-length documentary Nanook of the North. However, during the research I realized that there are not enough reconstruction of how the reenactment theories are applied in different situations when it comes into the documentary production. So in my project, I will use the reconstruction of three documentaries to analyze the practice application of reenactment. I will reconstruct three documentaries: The Thin Blue Line, Stories We Tell, Surname with Given Name None. In The Thin Blue Line, the director Errol Morris used the reenactment to recreate the process of the murder event. The interesting thing is that this reenacted murder scene is shown 8 times in this film. However, in these 8 times, we cannot see who is the murderer. What we can see is only a blurred shadow. With different interviewees narrating, the murder process is shown to the audience again and again. This means that Morris does not declare what the truth is and who is the murderer. He just used interviewees talking to show the details of the murder. Green and Hallas comment that Morris' formal conventions ensure that the spectator is witness to the imperfect process of being witness.
The reenactments in The Thin Blue Line don't purport to tell you what's true. They in fact illustrate lies. They illustrate fantasies. It's one of the sort of perverse aspects of this movie. You asked me what I believe happened on that roadway. I believe David Harris was alone in that car and shot Robert Wood. But I never show it. I show everything but that.
And the reason being?
Because what I want to do in those reenactments is to take people deeper and deeper into the ambiguities of the case, not to show what really happened.
So you had to dramatize the lies that they were telling to get at the reasons they were telling them.
Yes.
The second documentary that I'm going to discuss is Stories We Tell. This documentary also uses reenactment to re-emerge the past scenes. However, it focuses on the people's experiences and character. As Cordova says, reenactments are used in documentary to represent not only historical events, but also people that already died and experiences from the past that is no longer available to the camera. Here are the two example scenes. The left one is an archive footage about Diane, and the right one is the reenacted scene by actress. With the voice-over narrating, Diane's character is shown to the audience in the reenactment scene. Especially in the scene that Diane knew she got pregnant, the reenactment shows Diane's answers properly. Then I chose one reenactment scene that Sarah meets her biological father Harry at cafe. She did not know that this man could be her biological father. The audience would realize that this scene must be reenacted by Sarah and Harry. In this scene, Sarah and Harry play themselves to re-emerge the scene that they met for the first time. This reenactment shows the experience that Sarah looked for her biological father. Meanwhile, it revealed Sarah and Harry's feeling when they met for the first time. This reenacted scene makes this meeting experience viral. Unlike Morris focusing on enabling the audience to rethink the truth, Polly seeks to show the process that she looks for her biological father and attract the audience to look for the truth with the film. The next documentary that I'm going to discuss is Surname with Given Name None. This documentary is about the Vietnam women's life. However, it is filmed in the United States. I would like to explore how Thu Minh Han made it to use reenactment to break the limitation of shooting location. In the first part of the film, the first-person interviews are actually reenacted. However, most viewers assume that those women are interviewed and filmed in Vietnam. Then the staging elements are getting obvious gradually. it tells the audience that the interviews are actually staged. Staged interview is a strategy when the shooting location is not available. Meanwhile, staged interviews use professional actors' performance to reenact the interviews. This strategy can make an interview getting more impressive. In certain Vietnam, there are some extreme close-up shots of the eyes during the interview. The expression in the actor's eyes and the extreme close-up shots are all in the shooting plan. Comparing with the traditional interviews, this staged interview used a technical strategy to be more impressive. Although Truy Minh Ha does not shoot the film in Vietnam, the reenactment of the films still makes it possible to tell the stories of the women in Vietnam. In conclusion, I reconstructed some clips of the 3 case studies in this video essay. I used the theories that I learned from literature to analyze those sample scenes. This practice helps me to get a deeper understanding of the theories and leads to the findings that reenactment can be a strategy to attract the audience to rethink of the stories. Reenactment can help to represent the situations not directly available to the filmmakers. Thank you very much.